Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you guys about my super simple makeup look for today. I'm finally home. I did go to the gym for a while, so that's why I just did throw on a little bit of makeup. Really not too much at all. I just did my no makeup look, and now I'm going to shower, do some laundry, and just relax. I'm so excited to relax tonight. It actually felt pretty good going to the gym. I'm not that tired, but I probably will get tired in like an hour or two. So yeah, I just had some Chinese food and now I am so excited just to catch up on a couple of shows because I missed Doctor Who and Orphan Black on Friday and Saturday, so now I can finally just watch those tonight. So it's 5 o'clock right now. I'm probably just gonna take my makeup off now. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. We are all home right now. I hope we don't end up going out to dinner. Um, yeah, because I kind of don't want to. I really didn't want to do anything today. I'm hoping my boyfriend will come over tomorrow. I don't really know what he wants to do this week. I don't know when I'm going to see him. Because we're running low on funds right now. I just got a renewal form for my license, and that's like $80, so yeah. I'm not going to try and go out too much. I do have enough money for the next few weeks, but after that, I'm a little bit worried. Because I'm still waiting for this frickin' acceptance letter from Suffolk. So, yeah, but I don't really have to worry too much this week. So, yeah, so anyway, I just concealed with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair. And then I just set my under eyes and my eyes with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I set my face with the MAC Marley Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. And then I just went in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara just on the top. And then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then I just bronzed up my skin a little bit with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then I did use the new ColourPop blush today. I really just wanted to wear makeup just to wear blush and highlight because I'm still trying out a couple of blushes and highlighters. So I got the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Birthday Suit. So that's what I wore today. It's really pretty. It's nice and subtle. And then for the highlight, as you can see, I really like how this highlight looks on the skin. This is the Sleek Solstice palette. And I just used the peachy shade and like the yellowish shade. And I mixed the two together. It doesn't go on as intense as you think it would when it first goes on. But as like the day goes on, it gets really intense and wet looking. So now I'm like really impressed with it. It just looks like a reflection of light on your skin. It's really beautiful. Before I wasn't sure how I felt, but when it catches the light, it is really beautiful. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then for my lips, I went in with a lipstick I haven't worn in a while, and I'm so obsessed with how it looks right now. I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Dervish. And then I filled them in with the MAC Luster lipstick in the shade Syrup. Oh my god, this lipstick is so gorgeous. It just is such a beautiful, like, glossy wash of color, and it just looks so pretty on the lips. Usually I have to wear this with a lip liner, but now I just, like, slapped it on. And it's just such a pretty pink color on your lips, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's just like the MAC lipsticks to me are so moisturizing, especially the Cream Sheen and the Luster formula. I only have 2 Luster formula. I really wish I had more. But you guys know I'm obsessed with their matte lipsticks. But yeah, I'm hoping to take a shower right now. I was going to wash my hair tonight, but I figured I'll just wash it tomorrow because it's not like I'm really going anywhere if Josh ends up coming over. So I don't really need to worry about washing it until tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have to take a shower before he gets here tomorrow if he decides to come over. It's just like when I end up taking day showers, it like throws me off, and I don't like taking 2 showers a day sometimes because it's not that good for you. But you know, sometimes it's just necessary, but it's really stupid for me to take a shower twice when I'm home already and I'm not going anywhere. So I'll probably just take a day and night shower tomorrow, or I just won't because it's not really a big deal. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. That's all I'm doing tonight. Possibly, hopefully he'll come over tomorrow. Wednesday I'm going back to my best friend's house and we're going to go to karaoke again, and we're going to this new place that we've never been to before. It's called the Off Tiki Lounge, and it has like Hawaiian food. It's like Hawaiian themed, and I haven't been to a Hawaiian restaurant in a long time, so I'm really excited. And then, oh yeah, I forgot I need to tell you guys my makeup look from Saturday. And I was going to say it today because I didn't do it last night because it was like super late and I just didn't feel like it. Fuck. And I got like mad mosquito bites from her house, and I got one on my foot and one on my leg, and they're like itching me like crazy. I actually think I have two on my, no, only one. Oh, they're such a little bitch. I hate them. Yeah, I guess I will tell you guys my makeup look from then. I always end up doing it on that Monday, so I always end up have to stick. I'll just stick that clip in that video, so I will cut this off and stick that clip in the other video. This is for a new video for this week, and hopefully I will be getting up my online makeup haul very soon. I'm just waiting for my Makeup Geek patch. My Makeup Geek patch. Why can I say package? My Makeup Geek package is coming tomorrow. Wow, I'm like package. That's what I was ended up saying. That's why I'm like pash. So that's why I stopped myself. So that's coming tomorrow finally. Like they were getting in touch with me today and they told me that it was shipped out a couple days ago, but I was like, I never got an email saying it was shipped out. So I guess it was shipped out like literally a couple days later after they told me that they were combining my order. Since I made 2 orders, they combined it and then they refunded me the shipping for one of the orders. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. I was like, yeah, of course combine it. I want the $2 back, obviously. Like, no, I don't want a refund, you know? So, and then, my Love Luxe Beauty package just shipped out today. So I'm not sure when that's going to come. I was actually just about to contact them on Twitter because they don't really have like a customer service email. I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't they have an email? So I was going to contact them on Twitter, but literally just when I was going to go on my phone to do it, I got the email saying that it was just shipped out, and I was like, oh, okay. So that took like a week and a half, but I cut the indie brands some slack sometimes because, you know, it's a little bit harder for them to ship out a little bit faster, and I think because Makeup Geek was combining the order, it took a couple more days than it should have, because usually Makeup Geek takes about like 3 days to process, but that is coming tomorrow, and the Love Luxe Beauty should come like later in the week. And then the only thing I'm waiting for is when the Lime Crime Mermaid palette is going to launch. So I want to pick that up and pick up the red lipstick. And that's it. And then I'm on a no-buy for like a really long time because I really don't need any more makeup right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So I'm going to go. So bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Sorry that my hair is wet, but I am going to my best friend's house very soon. I was supposed to go to my boyfriend's house first to get gas, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. It depends on how long it takes me to get my stuff together. I did do my makeup and I just finished it like a few minutes ago, so it took me a lot longer than usual. But I wasn't really going to rush to my friend's house because she's having some issues right now with her mom, so I wasn't going to rush there. But I decided to go pink today, so I wore my Madman in a Box, waiting for a Madman in a Box from Doctor Who. And I wanted to wear this lipstick today, so I kind of wanted to wear some pink warm eyeshadow to go with it. So yeah, I primed my face with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter because I wanted my face to be dewy today. And then I went in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in the color Fair Light. And then I concealed with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Fair Light Concealer. And then I set my face with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Porous Pressed Powder. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer. And then went over that with the same IT Cosmetics powder. And then everything on my eyes is Makeup Geek except for one eyeshadow, which is ColourPop's Firefly. I just used that as my transition shade. And then everything else is Makeup Geek. So I used Cupcake first, and then I got a few of the newer shadows today. So I just used like 3 of them today because these ones worked better with the look, and the other 2 were like too warm. Like one was like a pukey yellow shade, and the other one was like a warm red-ish brown shade. So I couldn't really use those. So I used tan lines in the crease first, and then I darkened up the outer corners with Tiki Hut. I believe those were the 2 that I used. I think. I could just look it up right here in my account. since I am on the Makeup Geek website, because I just shot a intro to the lipstick that I'm wearing, because this is one of the new Makeup Geek ones. Because I finally got my Makeup Geek order today, so I tried out a bunch of the products. I just didn't use the Makeup Geek highlighter. I used other highlighters. I mixed like 2 other highlighters together. Let's see, view order. No, that's the... I'm pretty sure maybe it was Bake Sale. I think I used Bake Sale and Tan Lines. Those were the 2 I used. So I used Tan Lines and then Bake Sale in the outer corners. And then for the lid, originally I did go in with ColourPop's Lala, the Super Shock Shadow, because that's the one I really wanted to use today, and I was going to wear something a lot simpler. But then I did go over it with the new foiled shadow that I got, and I got 3 new foiled shadows from Makeup Geek. So I used Nostalgia instead, and oh my god, it's so pretty. I was going to use it on my inner corners originally, but I was like, no, I'm going to use it on my lid because I need that pop of pink on the lid, and it looks so pretty. And then for my brow bone, I used Vanilla Bean. Then I lined my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Mad Max Brown. And then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Tarte Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Then I smudged those 2 same colors from the upper lash line and just smudged them on the lower lash line. And again, I used Tan Lines and Bake Sale. And then I highlighted the inner corners with the Jouer Skinny Dip foiled eyeshadow palette, and I used the shade Bikini. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I went in with the MAC Blake Black Lash on the bottom lashes, and that was it for the eyes. I still love this mascara the most. It's just like the best mascara. Okay, I really don't want this lipstick to flake off. Like, I have high hopes for it, but it looks like it's already kind of peeling just a little, but it's really okay. Because it's not really bothering me too much. It was just like one little flake. So I think it'll be okay now. But yeah, I really like how the eyeshadows performed. The Nostalgia eyeshadow was so pretty, but I really needed more of that pink color on the lid because that ColourPop shadow was not pink enough. So yeah, that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek blushes in the shades Head Over Heels and Spellbound. And I used those just to keep with the Makeup Geek theme. And then for the highlight, I used the Lime Crime Highlights Blossoms palette, and I mixed it with the Sleek Solstice palette, the Sleek Makeup Solstice palette, and I used the shade Lavender in the Highlight Blossoms palette from Lime Crime. And that wasn't really that intense, which was surprising, so I topped it off with the Sleek Solstice palette, and I used that lavender shade from that palette. That one doesn't have a name, but there's only one lavender shade in that palette, and I really like how it turned out. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with Anastasia and filled them in with the Anastasia Brow Definer and Caramel. And then set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Sorry, I'm really trying to rush because now I'm like, I don't have that much time. I have like a half hour now. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Lumiere. And then I filled them in with the new lipstick to me, the Makeup Geek Plush Lip Matte in the shade Goody Two Shoes, and that's what I wore on my lips. So I am testing it out right now, and I will let you guys know my thoughts in a full lipstick review and check-in. Hopefully I'll be able to remember to check in later after it wears off if we eat something later. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not really that hungry. I had to go to the root canal specialist this morning, and I got my fake crown put in. It's like a topping on your real tooth. It's not an implant, it's an actual cap for your tooth. It's like a plastic cap, and that's what I got put on this morning. So I was up at like 10:30, and I didn't sleep last night because I feel like since I slept so good last night on Sunday night, because I was so tired from being at our house on Friday and Saturday, that I couldn't really sleep last night, and plus I knew I was going to get up early this morning. So I didn't fall asleep till like 5 a.m. and I don't think I slept more than like 3 hours. So but then I like sat down at like 3 or 3:30, and then I still didn't really fall asleep, or like 2:30, and I didn't feel sleepy. So yeah, now I'm just like extremely overtired, and I probably won't get that much sleep at our house anyway. But nobody else wanted to hang out today. I wanted my boyfriend to come over. He said he was too tired. Becca didn't want to hang out either because nobody could go to happy hour today. Or I said we should go to happy hour today because Cassie might be available, but then Cassie never got back to me. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go to Liz's house. So I'm going to go back to her house, and then we're going to go to karaoke tomorrow. So that's it. Bye. Okay, so now I wanted to tell you guys about my look from yesterday. I just want to pull up a picture of it. I was pretty drunk, so excuse me if I look like a dumbass. I was like, I'm feeling myself, but it wasn't that great. But anyway, so I did bring a bunch of new products with me to Liz's house to try out. But this is the first time I used like that lid shade in this video. Let me see if I can actually see it. I'm pretty sure I closed my eyes at some point. You couldn't really see though. Okay, so anyway, so I primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer and the B6 Urban Decay Settings, the B6 Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And then I went in with the, excuse me, with the Dior Skin Star Forever Foundation in the color Ivory 01 or something. And then I concealed with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Light Warm because I actually remembered to bring it with me yesterday. And then I set my face with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Honestly, it's just like the easiest powder for me to use, so I just use it all the time. And then for my eyes, I primed my eyes with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer because I actually remembered to bring it with me yesterday, I mean. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. And then I set my eyes with the same MAC powder. And then for the transition shade, I used Sugar Pills Heart-Shaped Cookie. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette again. I've used this palette 4 times already because I used it yesterday. I used it when I got it, and then both times I was at my best friend's house. So I've been bringing it to her house like every time I'm there. So now I've used it 4 times already. I just feel like it was really easy to use most of the shades. Again, the only shades that I haven't used is Ashes and Ember, but I pretty much have used every single shade here probably twice. So that's pretty good. So first I went in with Sauce to go through my crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Low Blow, and then for the outer corners I used Cayenne and I think a hint of Enfuego. Those have been like my 4 matte shades that I've been loving lately. And then for the lid I used the Jouer Skinny Dip foiled eyeshadow palette, and I used the shade Magic Hour on my lid. Oh my god, it was so pretty. And then for the brow bone, I did use Ounce from the Naked Heat palette. And that's basically all I used from the Naked Heat palette, just because I really I don't know, it looked really good, like a warm crease with a silver lid. It actually looked really pretty. So that's like the first time I've ever really done that, because usually with silver I'll use a cooler tone mattes in my crease. And then I lined my eyes with the Stila Sail Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went in with the It Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top, and then I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and then I lined my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Sun On Pencil in the shade 0, and then I went in with the Magazine and Blake Black Lash. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And then for the inner corners, I used Starlight from the Jouer palette. And those eyeshadows are actually really beautiful. I can't wait to use like another one of them when I go out again at some point. Not really this weekend, but maybe next week. And then I decided to contour yesterday rather than bronze, and I used the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit because my best friend inspired me to use it when I saw her use it to get ready, because that's like the only one she uses. So I just used medium cocoa to contour, and then for the blush, I'm literally wearing the same blush today because this is like the only blush I've been wearing. This is the ColourPop Pressed Powder Duo blush in the, what is it called? Double Play Duo, and this is in the shade Getting Handsy. And then for the highlight, so my best friend actually got me a birthday present, and we were like talking about the highlight, and we said something that like she was like, I'm not sure where I'm gonna be for your birthday, so she just tossed it into my bag because, and I think that was yesterday or today, we were talking. And she said she's not sure if she's going to be at my birthday. And I was like, well, you missed my birthday last year, but she still gave me my birthday present. like literally yesterday. Maybe this was last year's present, I don't know. Which is not a big deal. I used her Too Faced Prismatic Highlighter because she has like two of the shades and she had just recently bought them. And I dipped into it and I tried it, but I didn't really like it. But the next day we were talking about them again and she just tosses it into my bag and she's like, here, happy birthday. And I was like, really? I was like, you were so sweet. So that was the shade Blinded by the Light. And I was very intrigued on trying them, but it's like, you know, they just don't add anything. Maybe I have to layer it with another highlight or something. So I had to go in and save the day with the Ofra highlighters. I am literally so impressed with them that I was so excited to use it again. So I used the Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter and I used the white and the, like, light yellow shade and I mixed those two together. And it looks so gorgeous after that. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass They're Light powder. Then I started thing with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then I brushed in my brows with a spoolie and went through them with the Anastasia brow definer in the shade Caramel. And then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. And then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Poison, and then I filled them in with the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Hypno, which is by Manny, but I really do like that lipstick, and I brought Havana Nights with me too, which is by Kathleen Lights, but I just wanted something a little bit more deeper. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go because I'm so tired. So bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. My boyfriend did come over tonight, but I also was at my best friend's house today until about 3 o'clock, and then I left for here, and I got home a little bit before 4, around like 3:45, and then I just put some makeup on. I would have like worn makeup and gotten ready at her house, but it's like I just really wanted to leave because it's like her mom has very severe dementia, and it's like really bad and I just didn't really want to be there any longer. But also because I wanted to be home before 4 because I wanted to get ready for him because he got here around 6. So anyway, I just wore a white t-shirt today. I just was not even trying today. I'm like, whatever. I really don't care. So I concealed with the Maybelline Better Skin Super Stay Concealer in the color Fair. And then I set my face with the MAC Really Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. I'm so tired. You guys will see what my makeup was yesterday in a... Oh, actually, I should say what my makeup was yesterday in this video. I'll grab the Naked Heat palette and tell you guys because I used it again last night along with the Jouer Skinny Dip eyeshadow palette. And I'll tell you guys my thoughts on both of them. So yeah. And then I just went in with concealer on the top and bottom of my eyes. And then I set both of them with the La Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And then for eyeshadow, I did go in with all Makeup Geek shadows today because I wanted to use some of the newer ones that I have. So I have used a majority of them already. So I used Beaches and Cream because I've had Beaches and Cream for forever and I haven't used it as a transition shade yet since I've gotten it. So I really wanted to use it today. And then I ran Bake Sale all through my crease. And then to define the crease more, I used the shade Tiki Hut. And then I used the shade Sidekick on the outer corners. So I really like how it turned out. I was going to make it more cooler tone, but then it ended up more warmer toned. I was going to use a ColourPop shadow on my lid, but this one was just drawing me in so much that I really wanted to use it. And you guys know I'm like a sucker for bronzy lid shades, so I went in with the new Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow in the shade Legend. Oh, it is so pretty, but again, they do transfer a lot. I didn't notice that as much with the Nostalgic one, or Nostalgia, this one right here, and I wore that 2 days ago, but I did wear the ColourPop shadow as a base, so I wasn't really sure if that helped it. But that was it from the newer shadows, so I did use around 5 of them, so it wasn't really that hard for me to use them more than once or twice. And then I just went in with Vanilla Bean on the brow bone. Then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top, and then, like I said, I concealed on my eyes with the... Oh, I'm so tired, I'm sorry. I already said that, though, so I don't have to repeat myself. And then for the inner corners, I used Makeup Geek's Rapunzel. I didn't want it to be too sparkly because, you know, I was just going to be home, so I just went in with very little. And then I went in with the MAC Cinematic Black Lash, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up my skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then for the blush and the highlight, I used the ColourPop Double Play Duo, and I believe the blush is called Getting Handsy, and the highlight is called Patted Down. If it's wrong, then they're just reversed. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, then I set everything with the Smashbox Primer Water. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Skimpy. And then I filled them in with a new Makeup Geek liquid lipstick. I did wear the Plush Matte 2 days ago, and now today I got to try out the Makeup Geek Showstopper Cream Stain in the shade Waltz. I do like it so far. I did film a full first impressions liquid lipstick check-in and review, so you guys can check that out to see my full thoughts on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go. I'm going to tell you guys my makeup look from yesterday. Okay, so hey guys, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm actually really happy about the way it turned out today. I'm not 100% on the blush, but I think it looks really nice since it's a nice subtle blush color, so the eyes and the lips like kind of stand out more. And I kind of decided to go a little bit less overboard with color with the eyes, and I really like how it turned out. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I use. I'm just making sure there's enough eyeliner on that eye. So anyway, I wore my Vines and Roses kimono today because I am going out with my boyfriend for a little while. I think we're going to be out for a few hours. He wants to go shopping and we're going to go eat. So I love this thing and I really wanted to wear it today because I did want to play with some color today. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth 110 Porcelain Foundation, which is still one of my all-time favorites. I love it so much. I use it so much. It's so beautiful. I think I have this much left in the bottle already. I love it so much. And then I went in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer in the color Fair Light. And then I set my face with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. I never know if he's here or not. I really should have had some water, though, before he got here, because I haven't had any water today yet. I've only had breakfast, so that's not very good. So maybe I'll sip on some water before he gets here. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same IT Cosmetics powder. And then I used a bunch of new eyeshadows today from this Tarte palette and the Juvia's Place palette. So I kind of used like 3 different brands today, and I'm really happy that I got to dig into most of these brands of eyeshadow. So I did use a bunch of the Sugar Pill eyeshadows today, and then I used these brand new Love Lux Beauty. I have like a piece of hair somewhere. It's driving me nuts. I used these brand new Love Lux Beauty highlighters, and you can use them as highlighters or eyeshadows. So I used one of them as eyeshadow and one of them as a highlighter today, and I really love it. So I went in with a couple of the Sugar Pill eyeshadows first. I've been using Heart Shaped Cookie a lot as my transition shade, so I used that today. And then I used this color called Home Sweet Home in my crease. It didn't really show up that blue, honestly. I don't know why it didn't. I kind of like that it wasn't that blue though, so it could kind of like be a little bit more subtle and the colors could really stand out here and on the lid, so it wasn't like too much color. It was pretty, but I didn't really notice it applied that well. Maybe it's because of this shade. I'm still iffy on this because I feel like it doesn't apply that pigmented, but it's no big deal. We'll constantly try them out anyway. And then I used this shade on the crease. I used this shade called Mochi, which is like a Chinese or Japanese kind of tea or ice cream, I'm pretty sure. And this one is really beautiful. It does fade a little bit, though, over the time that you're doing your eyeshadow. I don't know. I've just been noticing that with the Sugar Pill with these ones. Not so much these ones. These ones really stand out, like, once your primer, like, really brings out the eyeshadows. And I was, like, ended up being really impressed with these shades. But these ones, we'll see how they wear throughout the day. And then for the lid, I was really, really, really drawn to this shade right here. Sorry, my phone is on. I'm getting like a bunch of texts today. I don't know why. So for this, I used this shade right here, and this one is called Free Spirit. It is so freaking gorgeous. And it did show up like a green blue on my eyes, if you could see that. It's so freaking pretty, and it doesn't really have that much transfer. I was really surprised. So I was very impressed with that shade here. I did try it on my lid last night too, and it was so pretty. So I really wanted to use it today on my lid. And then for the outer corners, I did use a couple of the shades from the Juvia's Place palette. I only used like 2 or 3 shades from this. But I was really drawn to using this shade on the outer corners today, so I used that, and this shade is called Dahlia. And I don't think I've used it on the outer corners, and it's a really pretty blue shade, so I really liked how that turned out. And then for the brow bone, I just popped on ColourPop's Hear Me Out. And then I lined my eyes with the Stila Sail Day eyeliner in the shade Black. And then I went in with the It Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Tarte Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick Brightening Powder. And then I lined my waterline with the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Piggy Bank. And then I did also highlight the inner corners with the Juvia's Place palette. And I used the shade Molly, and I lightened it up more with the shade Giza. And I really like how it turned out. It's like a really pretty like light green shade. And then I went in with the Magazine Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. And that's it for the eyes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. And then I went in with the Girlactic Star Blush in the shade Milan on my cheeks. And then for the highlight, I used this shade right here from Love Luxe Beauty. And this shade is called What Mermaids Are Made Of. Look how pretty. I was going to combine it with the Aurora palette. And I was going to use that blue shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I didn't need it because look how pigmented this is. This was barely 2 swipes of the products. It's really pigmented, really pretty. I'm very impressed with these so far. They're gorgeous. I did watch one review of them before I actually ordered from them, and the girl said that this one turned out really gray on her skin, but I think it picked up all 3 of the shades in here. I think it picked up a purple shift and a blue shift and a little bit of a green as well, so I think it's really gorgeous. So, and it's really pigmented, so as long as it's pigmented, I don't really care. Like, but they're so pretty. I was going to try and use this one too, and I wanted to use that on my lid to pick up like these colors here, but I was like, no, I can't go like too overboard. It's going to be like too much color. And my boyfriend doesn't like me wearing like that much color. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light powder, but also because I didn't want like to look too like brightly colored. It's not like a really, it is a hot day, but it's a pretty gloomy day. So, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light powder, and then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then for my lips, well, of course I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Caramel, and then I set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Lumiere, and then I filled them in with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Molly. I love this shade. So obsessed with it. I just don't know why it's bleeding a little bit. That's actually a lot better. I was going to use Utopia from Lime Crime or Too Faced Melted Rainbow, but I didn't want it to be too purple. This shade works perfectly, and it goes so nicely with these colors right here. So yeah, that's it. I'm hoping to film a video tonight. I'm hoping to be home by like 8 or 9 o'clock. So I just have a lot of stuff to do. I'm really busy with school stuff right now. I'm trying to get everything together. I got my acceptance letter a couple of days ago, so yay me. There's just like so much other stuff you have to do before you can actually go to school. It's insane. I have to register for classes. I have to get my immunization records. I have to get parking permits. I have to make sure my financial aid is going to be covering everything. So yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm about to head out to my boyfriend's house in a few minutes. I'm pretty much ready. I just have to throw my shoes on and go. So I just wore something pretty simple today. I wore my white tank top from Eileen Fisher, and I wore these like really cute gray tone, bluish kind of jeans, and then I just wore a denim jacket on top because we're just supposed to be hanging out at his house today. We might go out to eat for a little while, so that's why I like wearing a little bit of makeup, and since it's getting warmer, I felt like wearing like more lighter natural makeup today rather than yesterday because we were out for a while yesterday. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And then I went in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 2. And then I concealed with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the color L5 Neutral. And then I set my face with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in the color 2. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same Giorgio Armani powder. And then I went in with the newer Makeup Geek shadows that I got today as well. I basically have been wearing the Makeup Geek shadows every time I wear a Makeup Geek lip product. So I've used them a couple of times already and I really have been enjoying them. I mean, obviously they're Makeup Geek. Obviously you guys know I love their formula. So I went in with Beaches and Cream first, then I darkened up the crease more with Bake Sale, and then I combined this color right here, which is called Tan Lines, and the color Tiki Hut on the crease. So I basically used all the mattes that I have, and then I did just use a little bit of Tan Lines and Sidekick on the outer corners, and I really love how it turned out. So I used like all of the shades because I kind of just put tan lines all over the this part of the crease and also the outer corners, and I really love how it turned out. I really am digging that shade a lot. So I used all of those shades, and then for the brow bone I used Vanilla Bean. And then for the lid I went in with one of the newer ColourPop single shadows that I have, and I went in with the Super Shock shadow in the shade Lala, and I did use that a couple of days ago, but then I just popped on Nostalgia from Makeup Geek because I needed more pink in the look that I was doing. But I really wanted to use it on its own today, and oh my god, it's so pretty. It's such a beautiful, like, light, bright rose gold color, but it's like, how many rose gold colors do I need? But it's just really pretty. And then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Sticker Brightening Powder. And then I smudged Tan Lines and, what was the other shade? Bake Sale and Tan Lines on the lower lash line, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Starry Eyed, which is the Makeup Geek Foiled Shadow. And then I lined the waterline with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Honeydew, and then I went in with the Magasin Plague Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer filter, and then I went in with the NARS blush in the shade Madly on the cheeks. And then for the highlight, I did mix together two different highlighters. I did go in with the Sleek highlighting palette today, and I used the yellow shade and the tan shade. It's not really like a tan shade, it's more of like a champagne color, but honestly, again, these colors are a little bit deceiving and it comes off a lot more whiter on the skin, but it is pretty blinding, which I really like. So I did just use these two shades. I've been using mostly these two shades every single time I use it, but again, it's very light, so just be careful. It doesn't really come off as tan, which I kind of don't like, but at least it's nice and intense, so I do like that about this. But then I did want a little bit more of like a hint of gold in this. So I did just pop on one of the colors from the Lime Crime Highlight Blossoms palette. And I used the shade Warm Gold, which is this shade right here. This is basically my favorite shade in the palette. I love it. This shade right here, oh my god, it's so beautiful and intense on the cheeks. And I did pop it a little bit above my brow bone as well. And oh my god, it's so pretty. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist, and then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, and then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down. And then I filled them in with a new Makeup Geek product today. This is the one I'm testing out. This is the Makeup Geek Plush Cream Lip Cream, and this one is in the shade Jet Setter, and I really like it so far. It feels really nice on the lips. And now I'm going to go because I'm like tired of talking. I just need to go to the bathroom and go. So bye! Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I might look a little bit like crazy right now because I'm pretty sleep delirious and it's like really late. I spent basically almost the entire day in the city because I was there for Gay Pride. So I'm really tired, and I wore this red BB dress, and I really wanted to wear red eyeshadow today, so that's what I wore. My eyeshadow held up pretty well. I'm surprised on how long the lid shade actually lasted because it was like a Makeup Geek foiled shadow. but my foundation was so jacked when I got home, and my blush and my highlight, that I really had to fix it. I didn't even fix the bronzer because fuck that. Um, but I brought the NYX Dewy Skin Mist with me in my bag, and I just was literally like, fuck it. When I wanted to use it, I was like, whatever. My makeup will last. It usually always does. But I swear, every time you're in the city, your makeup gets more and more jacked every time you go. And it's like you never know if your makeup's gonna last or not. So I should have sprayed it when I had the chance, but I just didn't because I was just like, whatever. And I kind of wanted to test on how long it would actually last because I wore, a foundation that's supposed to last like forever, and it definitely broke down when I got home. Like when I got home, I was like, wow, this is like the worst my face makeup has ever looked in my life. So I had to fix it a lot, and it still doesn't look that good. If you guys could see, it's kind of worn off in other places, but obviously I'm not going to take it off just to reapply it again for no reason because I'm going to sleep. So I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the color 0.5, and I did mix it a little bit with the Too Faced Born This Way Foundation in the color Vanilla, just to darken it up a little bit more, and I really was surprised that it didn't last the entire time. Maybe because I was sweating, but I don't sweat that much on my face, but I guess that's why it didn't really last. Or it might have been the concealer breaking up, but the concealer doesn't really break up either, so I used the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the color Fair Neutral, and then I set my face with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same, I don't know what's going on with that smudge, it's driving me nuts, but I don't care. And I went over that with the same It Cosmetics powder. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette again today. I just have been loving this. This is like the 5th time I've used it already. Like, I've been getting a lot of use out of it, and I just love the mattes in here, and I just really wanted to use them today with this look. So I used the shade Chaser as a transition shade. Then I darkened the crease more with Sauced. And then I went in with a Sugar Pill eyeshadow on the crease. I went in with the Love Plus Sugar Pill eyeshadow, the matte red shade, and oh my god, it looks so gorgeous. It looks so much better when I first applied it, like pretty much the foiled shadow like kind of transferred more to the crease, so it doesn't look as good as it did this morning, but I literally had no time to tell my makeup look this morning, but at least it looked pretty good for most of the day. And then for the outer corners, I mixed together Cayenne and Enfuego like I usually do. So I've been using most of the mattes in this palette, and I really can't get enough of them. They're really beautiful. So yeah. And then for the lid, I used one of the new Makeup Geek foiled shadows that I have. And I haven't worn this one yet. This is the red shade that I got, and this one is in the shade Curtain Call. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful shade, so I'm really happy I got to wear it today. And then for the brow bone, I used the shade Ounce. Honestly, I was almost inclined to not go to the parade because one of our friends that was supposed to meet me and Lucille, because I was going to meet her in the city, our friend TJ was supposed to come and meet us, and we haven't seen him in like almost 4 or 5 years. At least. So he was supposed to come, but then he ended up not having enough money. And he texted us this morning saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to come. I was like, oh, of course. So, well, at least he told us mad early. But I was up so early doing my makeup that I was like, I wasn't not going to go then because like my eyeshadow was like basically done already. And I was like, yeah. And I haven't went to Pride in a long time. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going. Even though I'm like sleep delirious now, I can't wait to go to sleep. Then I lined my eyes with the Stila Sail Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went in with the It Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top. And I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick Running Powder. This concealer holds up pretty amazingly under my eyes, so I think my concealer under my eyes held up better than my actual face makeup. And then I lined the waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Styline Liner in the shade 0. And then I did highlight the inner corners with 2 shades from here. I really love combining this shade Lumbre right here with this shade Ounce as an inner corner highlight because there's not really a inner corner highlight in this palette. But I find if you mix this like shimmery brow bone shade highlight with any of these like darker orangey colors, you can kind of make it a little bit lighter for your inner corners. So that's the way that I do it. I don't know, I just thought it would like help add a little bit of white to the inner corner so it kind of make it pop a little bit more. And then I went in with the MAC instead of like a black lash on the bottom lashes. Oh my god, my feet are fucking killing me. Every time I wear my Sperry's to the city all day, I really do regret it, but I didn't want to wear any other shoes because my feet probably would have been hurting regardless, but my legs are killing me. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea, and then I went in with the Too Faced Love Flush blushes, and I went in with the shade Love Hangover. And then for the highlight, I did use the Ofra Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter, the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter. And yeah, it looks pretty bad right now because yeah, my foundation is just fucked, but whatever. Like there's like no glow on this side. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the Urban Decay, with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist, which I really think my Urban Decay spray is the thing that my face is missing, but whatever. It's just too expensive. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie, and then I filled them in with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down, and then I filled them in with the Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade L, because I've said I've been like living in these two nude Lime Crime shades since I've gotten them. What I just realized is that since I've left the makeup wipes that I bought with my boyfriend on Friday at his house, and I still haven't picked them up yet, because I left them in his car, in his trunk, and I was supposed to get them yesterday when I was with him at his house, but then I forgot to get them again, because I bought them on Friday. So now I have to take them off the exfoliant cream again, and it takes like so freaking long to do, and I still have to take a shower, and I have to like have a little bit of dessert because I'm a little bit hungry. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go. Bye.